I was even going to post a video about this, but I find this quite intriguing. So yeah, I just do Marco Elez. He worked for Elon Musk. He's one of Elon Doge guys. And journalists found some racist tweets by this guy. His name is Marco Elez. Bunch of racist tweets. He's talking about repealing the Civil Rights Act. He said normalize Indian hate. He said he wants a eugenics immigration policy. My question is, at 25 years old, first of all, why is he even talking about eugenics at 25? If this was 1925, I can understand the racism there. But man, at 2025 or whatever year, 2020, in the 2020s, I don't know how he even know about eugenics to even want the thing. And he's talking about repealing the Civil Rights Act. It's like, what did the Civil Rights Act do to you? You're 25 years old. You're working for Elon Musk. Most likely you're making six figures. Like, I doubt that there's any black people at all working for Elon Musk on his Doge staff. Like, what did the civil rights movement ever do to you? Why? I don't know where a white dude or wherever he is so angry at 25 years old when he's making good money, living a good life. Like, why are you so angry? It's always comical to me. It's the same guys who scream at DEI. It's like, how does that harm you, man? You're still playing golf and you're making six figures at your job. Why are you so angry? But, okay. But that guy, the Doge staffer, he actually did the honorable thing. He quit because they found those tweets. So then Elon says, bring back Doge staffer who made inappropriate statements via now deleted pseudonym. Well, first of all, they weren't inappropriate. They were racist. But okay, but Elon did a salute, so you know what side he's on. But what you see up top is from our Vice President, JD Vance. JD Vance, Ohio's own JD Vance. He said, here's my view. I obviously disagree with some of Elon's points, but I don't think stupid social media activity should ruin a kid's life. No, super stupid social media activity is just chugging a beer and then posting it right before your interview. That's stupid. He said racist stuff. JD continues. We shouldn't reward journalists who destroy people ever. They didn't destroy anybody. They just uncovered the truth. JD continues. So I say bring him back. If he's a bad dude or a terrible member of the team, fire him for that. That is from our Vice President, JD Vance. I've never been a fan of JD Vance. Like, JD Vance is from Ohio. He went to the West Coast, made a lot of money, became a friend with Peter Thiel out there. And then he was like back in around 2016, he was like ripping Trump and all that stuff. But then he switched, he changed. And then he came back here to Ohio where he ran for senator, which I never liked. I said, dude, you've been out of here like for decades. I don't even know who you are. You wrote a book that became successful and you made a lot of money, but I'm not going to vote for you. But again, Ohio is very gerrymandered. And we got a lot of people in Ohio who's stupid. Shout out to my Ohio people, but we got a lot of dumbasses in Ohio. So they voted JD in and he became senator. And next thing you know, he became vice president. But here's the thing about JD that's just quite alarming to me. It's not so much for me. I like the fact that these guys are exposing themselves. Like, I'm not really upset by all these things that's happening. Yeah, it is alarming. But you got to know who the enemy is. You got to know what they're trying to do. You got to know what their weaknesses are, because you can't go into a fight blind. So I'm enjoying the fact that these guys are exposing themselves. And again, the Dems are fault at this too, because they should have been strengthening up these laws and these organizations, but they didn't. Like, after the first Trump administration, after that, they should have done nothing but say, hey, if he gets back in here, we need to strengthen this. And or if there's a person who can do this job better than Trump, who actually is super racist, and he just wants to cut everything, at least we strengthen these organizations or the government. But they didn't do that. So the Dems dropped the ball on that. But when it comes to JD, here's the thing with JD. In Marco Elise's tweets, he said, normalize Indian hate. And the last time I checked, and tell me if I'm wrong, JD Vance's wife is Indian. Her parents immigrated from India. JD Vance's kids are half Indian. The guy that you're advocating for said normalize Indian hate. JD, your kids are half Indian. If they have any tanning at all, it's not from you, my pasty face friend. They got it from their mama. How in you in good conscience can look your in-laws in the eye and support a dude that said normalize Indian hate? How can you look at your wife in the eye and tell her, yeah, but you know what he say? It's just a stupid social media activity. It's a stupid social media activity. He didn't mean anything by it. How can you look your wife in the eye? And I do wonder, does his wife wonder, who did I marry? Who did I marry, by the way? I don't know, man. If I was married to an Indian woman and I had a dude that I'm advocating for and he says some racist stuff, I know I'm going to get the cold shoulder for weeks, if not months. Like, I couldn't get away with that, supporting some dude that said normalize Indian hate. Man, you're not even JD, you're not even step up for your wife. It's one thing if you say, like, man, I don't even like my in-laws. Okay, fine, you don't like your in-laws. You're not even stepping up for your wife. The proper thing would be, you know what? I'm all for second chances, but at the same time, he said normalize Indian hate. My children are half Indian. My wife, who I love, is full Indian. My in-laws are Indian. How can I possibly look them in the eye every day and say that I support a guy who said normalize Indian hate? How can I support that? Now, unless President Trump made JD do it, and maybe he did, I don't know, but still, he got to say, sir, my folks is Indian. Like, I'll do anything else for you, but I gotta sleep with my wife every night. Like, I can't look at her. I might end up on Snapped. I can't do the President Trump. I can't do this, man. Like, I can do anything else for you, man, but I can't defend this. But JD didn't do that. JD, in a lot of ways, threw his wife underneath the bus. He threw his kids underneath the bus. He threw his in-laws underneath the bus for some dude he just doesn't even know. The one thing that's true about these Republicans, man, they have no backbone. They talk big and bad and tough, but they got no backbone. All this stuff, like the whole Doge stuff, there's a lot of Republicans on Capitol Hill who realize this is not good. Elon Musk should not have access to the Department of Education and to the Treasury and to USAID. Like, he should have access to any of these things. He's not even an elected official. He didn't even go through Congress and get confirmed for anything. And there's a lot of Republicans I think understands this, but they won't do anything. You know why? Because they're weak. They talk so bad. Oh, DEI. Oh, we gotta change the laws. Oh, Biden, Obama. Oh, yeah. And you're afraid of Trump and Elon Musk. No backbone. That's why JD Vance grew that beard. He had weak jowls. This is ridiculous, though. So most likely that dude will probably come back. Okay, fine. But at least we know who the enemies are. At least we know how they're starting to think. This is actually a good thing. Man, JD Vance is a weak dude. Not even step up for your wife. If I'm her, man, I ain't sleeping with that dude ever again. I'm gonna go full Melania on him. yeah, JD's wife, go full Melania. Stay away from that dude. Don't give that dude nothing. Man, your kids, man. Your kids are half Indian. You're defending the guy who said normalize Indian hate? Yeah. I'm sorry that dude's from Ohio, y'all. That's not my fault. He's just weak. He's terrible. And evidently he likes dudes who post racist tweets.